Hi, in this video, we will learn how to use LangChain with OpenAI. Run this code below to check the version of LangChain in the current environment. You can see this LangChain environment LLM is previously defined, and now I am going to install this video. This is substituting LangChain with any other package name to check their versions. But what we are going to provide the step-by-step guide. So here I am going to introduce you to chat model with GPT-4 first, GPT chat model first. Then I am going to use this chat invoke. Then later on I am going to use this print message, and finally we will get the response out of the box functionality. Now let's see how to perform this activity one by one. First and foremost, I am going to check my LangChain version and other details. So for this, I am going to use pip show LangChain, which will showing name, their versions, summary, what's the summary, building applications with LLM composability, author, other details are there. What is the location of this part? If this is not installed, you can use this code pip install LangChain and pip install LangChain OpenAI. Later on, I'm going to load my environment variable from my dot environment, and this would be loading from the local machine. Then I'm going to follow these steps to perform invoking prompt question, print the message, and later on I'm going to provide everything here. Okay, let's see how to define basic LangChain OpenAI chat. So I'm going to import LangChain OpenAI. From this chat models will be imported, and this chat OpenAI will be imported. I'm going to ingest everything here. Later on, I'm going to provide this chat OpenAI. This is a model, and here I'm going to provide this value. This is my model name, which would be actually GPT-4 I'm going to use. You can use other chat model name inside this chat OpenAI. I'm going to use this C365, which is going to control my randomness in response, and with a lower number of corresponding values, I'm going to use my temperature value. So for keeping the response in an appropriate way, in a proper syntax and context would be the same, I'm going to keep this temperature value. Maximum token, what would be the output token? Because we know the token is just defining my billing system and my input ingesting, and I'm going to keen to get started with these chatbot prompt values. Let's see how these chatbot and these prompt values are going to define. I'm going to define a response where I'm going to ask a question. I'm planning to switch IT company. Would you suggest some developer role names? This would be my response name. Can you see? Oh, let's run the previous cell and ignore this warning and invoke this chat response again. Let's print out the response once it is calling my API, OpenAI API, and I can see these are proper IT companies developer roles. So general, not specifically, it's a suggesting so many roles here: game developer, full stack developer, software developer, AI engineer, UIX and engineer. Let's see if I want to provide some human or system messages, and then I'm going to use my LangChain with OpenAI. So we already created simple chatbot and then made ourselves familiar with chat OpenAI API. Now I'm going to provide this message system and human message, and going to invoke my prompt question, and finally will print my response here. Let's do it in my Python portal. I'm going to provide my system message and human message from LangChain core messages. I'm going to provide this kind of training or kind of hint, what kind of message do I require. So I'll walk you through the chat message, which is relevant variable with certain values. So I'm going to provide this model name, chat model arguments, temperature and maximum tokens. Now I'm going to create message for my system and message for my human. So what's the message for my human values? You can see for my system, I'm going to mark as a name anything at chatbot and reluctantly answer. This is not going to provide any straight answer, rather than giving some twist there. So this twist will be showing in my response there, and this response would be sarcastic. What would be the human message? I'm planning to switch IT company, could you suggest some developer role? So I'm going to provide some human message. So here are two messages. First is system message, second is the human message. I'm going to provide these two things. So let's provide these two messages and ingest these two messages to my invoke method. So I'm going to create a response. First run these messages and then I'm going to response here and going to invoke first my system message and then human message. This order is very much important here. So discuss just what's the order. Yes, that's very much important, that the order we are going to write here. Let's provide the content here. So this content would be, this is the soul sucking IT job for another. This is just kind of sarcastic response. It's not a straightforward response. Just twisted my responses here. However, I'm going to provide some roles here, for example keyboard warrior, full stack overload, but you can see these are not IT related jobs and these are some kind of twisted response. So this is complete understanding of this messages role, how you can twist your response, provide some messages, means you are giving a hint of idea to your system, to your API, that you do not want to provide straightforward message. Let's do some AI message also. How you can include AI message along with human messages. Previously we included system message here. Now we are going to add some AI message here. Later on I will invoke the prompt question and then I print my response there. Let's provide some proper coding here. So I'm going to import my AI message. This is before human message and then from LangChain core messages. So I'm going to provide some messages here for these two cores and I'm going to provide everything here, just writing this response here. Can you see, this is just writing something relevant to human message. Can you see, I'm planning to switch IT company, could you suggest some developer roles? Okay, this is very straightforward question. What's the next question? Next question is, next message I'm going to provide is, this is AI message assistant role in OpenAI API. So this response variable AI message argued for short prompt messages. So what is few short prompting? We give the model a set of example response to learn from, so that it later generates responses that align better with our expectation. So this response would be few short responses. Okay, now I'm going to provide this AI IT. Oh, absolutely, because it seems recruitment team, unlike chatbot and IT jobs and prompt engineer and other agent AI. And I'm also providing some non-IT related jobs as well. So previously I was searching for IT related jobs, so and including these non-IT jobs as well. Now I have adopted a non-IT field. Can you suggest some non-IT developer roles? And what is the AI message? Okay, because I am having unique team members and just data entry person, hardware repair, mobile operator, these are non-IT jobs. Also, I'm going to include some bank related services. So what is bank related? For example, human message is also saying I am going also adopted a commerce field. Could you suggest some commerce related jobs? So what is this? First, I was looking for IT related jobs. Then I'm going to IT related jobs. Then I switch to non-IT related jobs. Then I switch to commerce related jobs. So I just twisted my response from one position to another position to another. So let's pass the same sequence there to my chat prompt values. So I'm going to provide this response there through this organization list with 3 name items in this order. So initially inquiry regarding IT company developer roles, followed by a example response, then querying from non-IT responses. I'm going to run this context. Okay, let's run this cell. Let's call this invoke API again. Now here you can see again this order is very much important. Make sure you are providing HIT, means human response. Okay, this is human message. Then I provided AIIT. What is this? This is AI message for my IT role. Then I provide H non-IT, means human message for my non-IT background. Now allow me to print this response. Can you see this is showing product developer, research and everything there, but not anything related to bank domain. So you are keen to get started with this sequence, first IT, then IT AI and then non-IT, and it's giving some chemical response, biomedical, structure in aerospace, but these are non-IT responses there. I'm going to provide the initial inquiry about IT and then non-IT and then bank message. So let's query with non-IT field and then bank message. Here in this prompt I'm going to include my commerce / bank related jobs. So this is gonna keep it consistent that whatever invoke, whatever sequence of message you are going to provide, your prompt is going to respond in that way. So this is how you are going to provide this response. Okay, can you see this is finally giving that value, but if you notice that this is related to commerce, these jobs are suggested related to commerce or bank. You can see, if you can see accountant, this is also bank, this is also related to bank sector, this is also related to bank sector, marketing bank sector, e-commerce bank sector, inventory bank sector, and customer service represented almost bank sector. So these are just depending my prompt engineering, how we can include so many things in the relevant chatbot, and you can build AI powered chatbot with LangChain and OpenAI, and you can leverage out of the box functionality of it. Thank you so much. Keep learning, keep growing in, and join in next session also.